Hey, my name is Matt, and I just wanted to take this opportunity to introduce myself to you as your new teacher. I teach beginning to advanced saxophone, beginning to advanced clarinet, and beginner flute. I also teach beginning to advanced jazz improvisation. I accept students of all ages, backgrounds, and experience levels. So if you're an elementary school kid, an adolescent, a young adult, middle-aged, senior citizen, that doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me where you come from. It doesn't matter to me if you're some young future virtuosic talent or if you are an adult beginner who's never played an instrument before, you don't have a musical bone in your body. That doesn't matter to me. My job is to figure out how to teach you music by whatever means necessary, or to teach you how to be an even better musician than what you already are right now. Now, typically, I'm available for students who want to come to my location, or for an additional fee, I'm able to travel to yours. I'm also available online. However, we're in the middle of 2020 right now, and we have the COVID-19 pandemic, so for the time being, I'm only available for lessons online. This is both for your safety and for mine. The good news is I've been teaching private music lessons for the better part of 20 years, and I'm always striving to evolve my methods and make them better. And it just so happens that as of 2019, a lot of my students were already online. So I've been doing this online teaching thing for quite a while at this point. I firmly believe that the online private music lesson experience is just as effective as the in-person experience, if not more so. For one thing, a lot of these online platforms that we use provide instant file sharing and instant screen sharing. So you don't have to wait for me to print out a piece of music. You don't have to wait for me to email you a piece of music. I can send you an audio file or a link to a piece of music for you to stream instantly. And we can actually, in real time, be looking at the exact same piece of music over the online platform. Also, a lot of these platforms have the technical capability of recording your lessons, or at least a portion of your lessons, so that you can take it with you and easily be able to review the exact same thing that we went over during the actual lesson. In addition to that, in a real-world situation, whether I'm showing up to your place or you're showing up to mine, we probably lose anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes in the beginning and or at the end of the lesson, because we have to take that time to either set up our instrument or take apart our instrument. There's also the hassle of traveling. So all of that is eliminated with these online platforms. We just press a button and we are instantly beamed into one another's locations, and we can begin your lesson right away. In addition to being a private music teacher during the last 20 years, I've also been a professional performing musician in New York City. I'm mostly a jazz musician, and I've had the privilege of playing a lot of the amazing venues in this town that make this town great. I've also worked as a composer and a recording artist. I've recorded my own records. I've been featured on other people's records as well. I've also led my own bands performing my material, and I've had my own weekly recurring gigs. Even though I've been a professional musician, I don't look at teaching the way a lot of other musicians do. I don't think of it as a hassle or a side hustle, a side gig, or some necessary evil that I need to do in order to pay rent. I look at the student and teacher dynamic as being more of a master and apprentice relationship. My students are very valuable to me, and I learn a lot from them. They challenge me constantly. I believe that being a teacher is an intrinsic part to being a professional musician. I hope you'll take the time to go through my profile. You'll be able to learn a lot more about me there. Also, you'll be able to see some videos of demonstrations of me giving you your first lesson, also your first jazz improv lesson. There's also videos that will highlight some of the performances that I've had as well. If you go to the description section of this video on YouTube, I'll also link to two of those videos where I'm giving you first lesson demonstrations. Also, on whatever website you're seeing this video, you might be able to ask me a question directly before you even sign up. Look for a heading that says something like "Ask Matt a Question." There is no such thing as a dumb question, and I would be happy to answer any questions you have regarding lessons, especially if it helps you to determine what kind of teacher you want to choose. I hope to hear from you soon, and more importantly, I look forward to seeing you at your first lesson. And don't just take my word for it. You can go to my reviews and see 100 positive reviews and 5-star ratings. You can just scroll through and take a look and see what former and current students have had to say about me. There's about 34 pages that you could go through.